So this one's straight, so it's wrong sides together, so 1 inch. Okay, then we're going to fold the bottom out to 4 inches from the top, or 2 inches from the top, so I have 4 inches total. And shake it out so it lines up. Oh, all right.
I'm so sorry, but her head's not in it. It's all about the fabric, you know.
It's all about it. She's not even trying to get me, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, and then we're going to do this 1.5 inches, just because that's the size that I use for almost all of my stuff. So I'm going to have the same size.
What's 1.5 inches?
1.5 inches wide. There are my strips. So there's 1.5 inches on here, and I'm backwards on this, so hang on. On this side. Okay, and this has an icky edge. That's the wrong color.
I love the scientific term, icky edge.
Icky edge, yes. So it has an edge
But
that
it makes
is,
sense, that's what's scary.
yeah. So we're going to get rid of that edge first, because I don't want that to be part of my stuff. Okay. Now I can go 1.5 inches.
You know, this is what.
So here's 1.5 inches.
The seam, partly.
And this is
Is
where
it good?
you stop right after you cross that.
Okay.
So here's 3 inches. There's 4.5. And there's 6. There's the first one. Just like that.
That's why I have to make
Okay. And then you put the hula skirt on your arm. And you put your hand all the way through to the other
You're
end.
holding your mouth around.
I should go with my tongue like that.
And then you do the cut.
That's
You
where I was
have to
That's
be
the
careful.
This is where I
When you
screwed
cut.
up.
So I'm going to come close enough so we can see this. Okay. You're going to cut from the seam to the first cut. And let it fall. Then you're going to go from the bottom cut diagonally to the next top cut. And let it fall. And once you start it right, then it stays. If you cut them straight up, you end up with a series of donuts that you then have to go re-sew.
Right.
But by going diagonal, we're making continuous strips. So that strip is attached to this strip is attached to that strip.
Cool. So
Isn't that
then,
neat?
but a diagonal cut to the left, a diagonal cut to the right, or is it always to
Doesn't
the
matter.
left?
It's all done the same. I'm going to do these always to the left
Okay.
because I started from the selvage edge to the first cut on the top. So it's always from the bottom cut
Cool.
diagonal to the upper cut.
Sure.
That on your list for AJ when I forget.
Okay? So if I did this right, I have from this back to my seam. So from the last cut to the edge. So this is all one piece.
And then explain about rolling up, because that's something important, I think.
Okay. And when
Yeah, I
you
didn't
roll,
understand what you were talking about.
you have to move the fabric so you're not flipping everybody over. Because if you just roll the fabric, it doesn't twist and twist and twist. It all stays straight. Every time I do this, I put a twist in it.
I got you now.
So I just do it this way.
God, you never understand what I have to say.
I'm a visual learner.
Here's the selvage, here's edge 1, here's edge 2, and there's the fold. So we sewed it like a giant pillow. Then we're going to cut a diagonal line from this corner to that corner, through the top corner only.
Do you sometimes draw a chalk line, or is it okay to just eyeball
I draw it
it?
with a pen most of the time. I'm going to trust that I can see it today, because I have a pretty good line going down this. And I know this is not a perfect square, so it's not going to be perfect.
So you're going just through one piece of the
One
fabric?
layer. I'm
Oh, one
only
layer
on
of the
top
fabric.
layer.
Okay,
I
top
once had
layer.
a lady help me. She cut it into 2 beautiful triangles. primers.
Okay.
It does not work that way. So it's only in the top layer. Okay, so we are only cutting the top layer, Lorene. Because you only cut corner to corner on the diagonal.
Oh, the top layer, yes,
So there's
I
the top
remember
layer.
that.
So there's corner 1 to corner 3. Then you flip it over. And now we're going to do corner 2 to corner 4.
That's right,
Uh-huh.
I forgot about this part.
This is what makes it so it goes on the bias,
Mm-hmm.
which makes it really nice to weave with. So I double check. I do not have a stitch here. Here's a corner that's cut, and here's a corner that's cut. So I know I have the right two. Just the top layer. So, Cecile, did you see this last time? Okay. And Donna, did you see the dot? Okay. All right. So that's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm cutting just this layer, corner to corner. All right. So we start out. I sew three sides, so I have a giant inside-out pillow. And then I cut through one layer, corner 1 to corner 3.
Okay.
And then I turn it over and I cut the opposite side, corner 2 to corner 4.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the cut on this side, here's the cut on the opposite side. Then you pick it up, and it goes into a rectangle. And now the entire piece is on the bias.
Oh,
And
sure.
all my seams are on the bias. And it's pretty.
And now you do the whole hula
And
skirt.
now I do the hula skirt, same as before. Nope, it's already sewn.
Okay.
All the sewing is already done.
There.
So this goes up, and then this comes up here.
I got it.
Yep, and now it looks just like the other one. So, but it's a really good idea to do with stripes. It's a really cool idea to do with checks.
Okay.
Anything where you want to get
Yeah.
not a solid color going across. I do it with all of my fabrics because I like having no
Okay.
ragged edges.
Then this